today's session. Today's topics are to convert mixed fraction to an improper fraction, convert improper fraction into mixed fraction, reduce a given fraction into its simplest form or lowest form, and write equivalent fraction for the given fraction. I will write the topics here. First one is convert mixed fraction to improper fraction is the first one. Second one is convert improper to mixed fraction, improper to mixed fraction. Next, reduce into lowest form, or how can we say that fraction is, the given fraction is in lowest form? So fraction in its lowest form or simplest form. Fraction in its lowest term or lowest form or lowest term or simplest form. Next one, equivalent fractions. How to write the equivalent fractions of a given fraction? This all you studied last year. Equivalent fractions of a given fraction and problem solving. So first, how to convert mixed fraction to an improper fraction. Here is given the formula. Improper fraction is equal to whole number into denominator plus numerator by denominator. So one example, 2 1/3. It's a mixed fraction. It consists of a whole number part, that is 2 is the whole number part. Whole number part is 2 and a proper fraction. Proper fraction, what is the meaning of proper fraction? Proper fraction, numerator is less than the denominator, that is 1/3 is the proper fraction. Therefore 2 1/3 is the mixed fraction. For converting 2 1/3 into improper fraction, we can take the formula. First whole number, that is 2, into denominator, this is denominator and this one is numerator, into denominator, that is 3, plus numerator 1 by denominator 3. 2 3s are 6 plus 1/3, that's equal to 7/3. So another question I will take here, 5 2/7. It's also a mixed fraction. 5 is the whole number part, 2/7 is the proper fraction. So 5 2/7 is equal to whole number part is 5 into denominator 7 plus numerator divided by denominator, that is 7. Therefore 35 plus 2 divided by 7. 35 plus 2 is 37 divided by 7. 3 2/5. So the whole number part is 3 and proper fraction is 2/5. To convert it into improper fraction, whole number part 3 multiplied by the denominator, this is the denominator, that is 5, plus the numerator is 2 divided by denominator, that is 5. 3 into 5, 15 plus 2 by 5. 15 plus 2 is 17 divided by 5. So this is an improper fraction. Numerator is greater than the denominator. Now next we can go to how to convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction. Here the formula given is mixed fraction is equal to quotient and remainder by divisor. So we can take some examples and we can convert it into mixed fraction. So we have to take that improper fraction. Improper fraction always numerator is greater than the denominator. So here 17 by 3 I have taken improper fraction. For converting it into mixed fraction, first you have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So 17 by 3. We can go to the table, 3 5s are 15. After subtracting you are getting 2 remainder and the quotient is 5. Divisor is 3. Now we can write it as a mixed fraction. First we have to write the whole number part as quotient. The quotient is 5 and remainder numerator that is 2 divided by divisor that is 3. So some children will get confusion in this part. So remember always the denominator of the improper fraction and the proper fraction which contains in the mixed fraction, both the denominators will be same. You can see here 3 is the denominator, here also 3 is the denominator. So you should not get confused in this part. Remember that always both the denominators will be same here. And quotient will go to whole number part and remainder is the numerator. Now we can take one more example, 25 divided by 4. So we have to divide converting improper fraction to mixed fraction. We have to divide 25 by 4. 4 table 6 times 24. We should do subtraction. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Now you have to write down that all the remainder, quotient and a divisor. So we can write it as a mixed fraction. Whole number part is quotient 6 and numerator is the remainder 1, denominator is the divisor 4, or the same denominator we can write. So 6 1 by 4 is the mixed fraction which is equivalent to the given improper fraction 25 by 4. So 2 examples I explained. I think you might have got that method. Now we can go to how to identify the fraction, given fraction is in the lowest term or not. How can we find it out the given fraction is in lowest term or not? Here it is given a fraction is said to be in its lowest term when its numerator and denominator have only one as common factor. So this is the condition given. Example, it is given 3 by 2. We can check that whether the numerator 3 by 2 is having 1 as the numerator and denominator is having 1 as common factor. So we can write 3 as 3 into 1. 2 we can write it as 2 into 1. So here we go through, we are having that only one common factor, that is 1 is the common factor. Therefore this is in simplest form or lowest form. If the fraction is having 1 as common, numerator and denominator of a fraction has a common factor 1, then we can say that fraction is in the simplest form. The second example, it is given 5 by 4. 5 into 1 divided by 4, we can write it as 2 into 2 into 1. So here also we can see that the common factor is 1. Therefore, the given fraction is in the simplest form. Now, another one example I will take. 12 divided by 14. Here 12 we can write it as 2 into 2 into 3. 14 we can write it as 2 into 7 into 1 also I am writing here. Here how to write 12? 12 we have to take and do the prime factorization what you have studied in factors and multiples lesson. So 2 table 6 times, 2 table 3 times, 3 table 1 time. So 2 into 2 into 3 and 14, 2 into 7, 14. Afterwards we can go through what are the common factors in the numerator and denominator. So we can see 1 2 is there and 1 1 is there. Therefore it is not in simplest form. Not in simplest form. how can we convert it into simplest form? So that same numbers from numerator and denominator we can cancel, and what is left out we can multiply and write. Now the left out numbers are 2 and 3. 2 into 3 is equal to 6 and 7 is in the denominator. So 6 by 7 is the simplest form of 12 by 14. For 12 by 14 the simplest form is what? 6 by 7 is the simplest form. Now next one, write 3 equivalent fractions for 9 by 11. Is it equivalent to 5 by 33? 3 equivalent fractions for 9 by 11. So we can write the fraction 9 by 11. For writing that equivalent fractions of a given fraction, you have to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. 9 2s are 18. Divided by 11 2s are 22. Next 9 by 11 multiply by 3. Both numerator and denominator you have to multiply with the same number. So 9 3s are 27. 11 3s are 33. Again one more, because it is asked to find out 3 equivalent fractions. So 9 by 11 multiplied by 4 by 4. So 9 4s are 36 divided by 11 4s are 44. Now here 27 by 33, 18 by 22, 27 by 33 and 36 by 44 are the 3 equivalent fractions of given fraction 9 by 11. We got it. Now we have to check, is it equivalent to 5 by 33? Here the denominator is 33. So we can see we also have one denominator 33 here, which is the fraction equivalent to 9 by 11. Denominator is 33, but our numerator is 27. But in this question it is given, is it equivalent to 5 by 33? So the answer is no. It is not equivalent to 5 by 33. So we can write it is not equivalent to 5 by 33. It is equivalent to 27 by 33. Now the next part, converting given question, you have to convert it into mixed fraction. Already I explained how to convert it into mixed fraction. So we can do 3 questions that is given in the textbook. So the question is first question A, 21 by 11. For converting it into mixed fraction, first you have to divide 21 by 11. You have to divide 11 one time, subtract 0, 2 minus 1, 1, 10. This is the remainder, this one is the quotient. So directly I am going to write here, quotient is the whole number part, remainder is the numerator, denominator as it is you can write. Like that also you can do. Now the next question is 58 by 9. So we should divide 58 by 9. You have to divide 9 6 are 54. Subtract 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. So remainder is 4. Quotient is 6. So we can write the mixed fraction quotient as whole number part, remainder as numerator, denominator remains the same, that is 9. Next question, 89 by 13. 13 6 are 6 3s are 18. 1 6 1s are 6, 6 plus 1 7, 78. 9 minus 8 is equal to 1. 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. 11. The remainder is 11 and quotient is 6. Therefore, the mixed fraction we can write it as quotient whole number part, remainder, numerator by denominator remains same, that is 30. So we got the mixed fraction of all the 3 given question. Now we can reduce the following fractions to their lowest form. So how to reduce the following fractions to lowest form? Here we have to apply that fraction factors and multiple lesson concept. So we studied how to write a number as a product of its factors. So here for reducing in the lowest form, the easiest method is, you can do cancellation method also. So better than that, you have to follow factorization method. That is easy and you will not make mistake in that method. So first we have to take numerator 49. You should write the factors or prime factorization of 49 we have to do. So 49 is in 7 table. 7 ones are. We can write that factors are 49. What are the factors? We have to write it as a product of primes. Now we can take 63. In 3 table we can divide. 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are again 3 table. 3 7s are again 7 table 1. So we can write it as 3 into 7. So reduce into lowest term. So reducing into lowest term, you should go through in the numerator and denominator. If there is common factors, you should cancel those factors. Or don't cancel numerator and denominator. You should cancel only numerator and denominator common factors. So 7 is in the numerator, 7 is there in the denominator. Any other numbers are not there common in numerator and denominator. So the remaining numbers, you have, if more than one number, then you have to multiply and write that. In the numerator only 7 is left out. Denominator 3 into 3, that is 9. So 7 by 9 is the simplest form or lowest form of 49 by 63. Now we can do next question. 90 divided by 40. 2 table 45. 5 table 9, 3 table 3, 3 table 1. So we can write 90 as a product of primes 2 into 5 into 3 into 3 divided by 40. We can write as a product of primes 2 table 20, 2 table 10, 2 table 5, 5 table 1. So we can write 40 as a product of primes 2 3 times 1 2 3 and 1 5. Now we can cancel the common factors on numerator and denominator. 2 here, 1 2 we can cancel, 1 5 is there, 1 5 we can cancel. There is no 3 common to both numerator and denominator, no 2 common to both numerator and denominator. So the left out numbers or factors in the numerator we can multiply. Here 2 3s are there, 3 into 3 9 we can write, and here 2 into 2 4 we can write. So 9 by 4 is the lowest form of 90 by 40. Now we can go to 84 by 48. These all are very important topics, and for higher classes also we will apply these all concepts, so please learn it thoroughly. Now we can do 84, do prime factorization. 2 table we can, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, again 2 table 21, again 3 table 7, again 7 table 1. 84 we can write it as a product of primes 2 into 3 into 7 divided by 48. We can write as a product of primes 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, again 2 12, again 2 6, again 2 3, again 3 1. So now we can write 48 as 2, total 4 times it is coming 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 3. So we should cancel the common factors on both numerator and denominator. 1 2, next 2, 1 3. So only 7 is left out in the numerator and 2 2s are 4 is left out in the denominator. So 7 by 4 is the simplest form of 84 by 48. So solve and reduce to lowest form. 2 questions I have taken here. Those 2 questions also I will explain. But this type of questions again it is coming in some other exercises. So here if you want to solve and reduce the given fractions into lowest form, first you have to go through. Here 2 fractions are given here, 13 by 2 and 1 by 7. In between plus sign it is given. So first we have to go through the denominators are of different numbers, that is 12 and 7. The denominators are given 12 and 7. First you have to solve it, then you have to simplify into lowest form. So when you are solving, we can see here 12 and 7, there is denominators you have to take and you have to check whether it is having any common factors or not. So 12, 2 into 3, 7, 7 into 1. So both 12 and 7 is having only 1 as common factor. If two numbers are having only one common factor, then we should do cross multiplication. What we have to do? Cross multiplication we have to do for finding out the addition or finding out the sum of these fractions. You have to do cross multiplication and then you can find it out. Okay. So first you have to go through LCM. LCM is equal to 12 into 7. Directly you can multiply the number if the numbers are having 1 as common factor. Take the LCM. For finding out the LCM, multiply directly that two numbers and write that the LCM is 84. 7 2s are 40, 7 1s are 7, 7 plus 1, 8. 84 is the LCM. Condition I will say once more. If the two numbers, if the denominators are having only 1 as common factor, we can multiply the denominator, you will get the LCM. Directly you can multiply the denominator, you will get the LCM. So that LCM is 84. So I will write here 84 as the LCM. Now you should cross multiply this number. 13 and 7 you have to multiply. So 13 into 7, that is 91. We can write here 91. And 12 into 1 we can multiply. 12 into 1 is equal to 12. So 2 plus 1 3, 9 plus 1 10. 103 divided by 84. If we want to make it into simplest form, we know that 103 is a prime number. We cannot do prime factorization of 103. So the common factor between 84 and 103 is 1. Therefore, it is in the simplest form. So we should not do anything. Now we can go to next question, that is 9 1 by 2 minus 7 1 by 3. Here the two numbers are given as mixed fraction it is given. So first we should convert that into mixed fraction. You have to convert it into improper fraction. So when you are converting that mixed fraction into improper fraction, already we studied. Multiply 9 and 2. 9 and 2, first you have to multiply. 9 2s are 18. Then you should add the numerator, that is 18 plus 1 19. 19 divided by 3 minus 7 3s are 21. 7 and 3 you have to multiply 21. 21 plus 1 22 divided by 3. Here it is 2. Here it is what? Not 3. The question is given 2. So here 19 divided by 2 minus 22 divided by 3. In this also we can see the denominators are different, that is 2 and 3 are the denominators. Therefore 2 into 1 and 3 we can write it as 3 into 1. Only 1 as common factor. If only 1 as common factor, for finding out the LCM we have to multiply that two numbers, that is 2 into 3, that's equal to what? 6. So LCM is equal to 6. Now what you have to do? If we are having 1 as common factor, we can do that cross multiplication. 19 into 3. 3 9s are 27. 3 1s are 3 plus 2, 57. That is 57 minus 22 into 4. You have to do cross multiplication like this. 22 into 4, that is 44. 57 minus 44. So 13 divided by 4 plus 3 7 and 4 plus 1 5. 13 divided by 6. 13 and 6. There is no common factor other than 1. Therefore, it is in the simplest form. It is asked solve and then you write in simplest form. This we will study again in some other exercise in this lesson. So at that time you can study it descriptively. So just it is given in that recall exercise so that I explained these two questions also. Once more I will explain this concept. After getting the fraction, if the denominators are different, we should take the denominator, find out the prime factors and write it as a product of primes, and then you have to check if the denominators are having 1 as common factor. For finding out the LCM, multiply the denominator and write there. Then LCM we got 84 here. Now you have to do cross multiplication and write the numerator. Here also I have done the same. 2 and 3, the common factor is 1, so LCM is 6. After writing the LCM, what we should do, you should do cross multiplication. Direct we can do cross multiplication. 19 into 3, 57, 22 into 2, 44. And then we should subtract and then we are getting that answer. After getting the answer, we should check whether the numerator and denominator is having 1 as common factor. If 1 has common factor, then we can say that fraction is in the simplest form. In both the cases, we don't want to reduce it because already the fraction in the reduced form only. We cannot reduce it again because there is no common factor other than 1. 13 and 6 is having only 1 as common factor. 103 and 84 also having 1 as common factor. Therefore, both the fractions are given in the simplest form. So practice remaining questions from this recall exercise. Fraction is very important. Till higher class we want to learn the fractions. These all questions, whatever it is given in the textbook, please practice it, and if there is any doubt, let me know. I will help you out for solving the question. Thank you.